Good afternoon. We're back with more Marvel Snap, beginning the day at rank 65 and 6 cubes. And we'll be playing a Magneto control deck today. So once again, I've fallen down in the ranks a bit. It's been a real struggle this season to find a deck that I'm happy with and can climb with, given my collection state, which I am not very happy with. I would rate my pulls up to this point. I'm at collection level 1073, and I don't think my pulls have been very good. I don't know what the average is, but stuff like Yellow Jacket, Wasp, Crystal I've pulled, Adam Warlock. These cards seem to be on the weaker side. Drax I wasn't too thrilled about, although he has gained value with Zabu entering the game. Rock Slide, Crossbones, Typhoid Mary. These are cards that have uses in decks later, but probably not the cards you want to see first, but this is what we have to work with. So, the challenge is in coming up with a deck that can compete, and we'll see how this deck does. If I had Ultron, I'd say I'm closest to building a competitive Patriot deck. I tried Patriot Surfer, it seems inconsistent to me. If I had Ultron, I would build Patriot Ultron, and I think that would be pretty good. I could play Nova Carnage. I don't think it's that good here, though. Deathlock? Sure. Right now, my path to victory is probably build a strong lane on Xandar, and then Shang-Chi Monster Island for the win if I draw Shang-Chi. I also have a potential Killmonger Nova play at the end. There's Shang-Chi, so that's good.
Opponent snapped.
Not sure why my opponent is snapping here. With Daredevil, Killmonger, he may be playing a control deck as well with the Professor to lock down a lane.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay, plays Spider-Man, sure. I could play Shang-Chi, or just Storm and Nova on Monster Island. Enchantress would be just as good. If I played Storm and Nova, the next turn my play would be Shang-Chi. I don't think I'll get to pop. Well, maybe I save the Nova and pop it on Monster Metropolis next turn. So this turn I'll just play Enchantress to Monster Island just for the power. My opponent may not give me the chance to play to Monster Metropolis because he may lock it down with the Professor here. He can't lock down Monster Island. I have him beat on power there, but he could play the Professor to Monster Metropolis, in which case I would not be able to pop the Nova. And play Shang-Chi in the same turn. If he doesn't limit me at Monster Metropolis, then I can pop the Nova and play Shang-Chi. No, I can't. I could Killmonger, Carnage, Nova, but I can't Shang-Chi and pop the Nova in any case. no matter what happens here. And I do think Shang-Chi is the best way to win. So it'll probably just be Shang-Chi Nova on the next turn. Seems my opponent can't decide what to do here. Okay, that's expected. And probably overkill. So does he have Destroyer now? Shang-Chi will put me up 16-0. Nova puts me up 17-4. That's not enough. If he plays Destroyer to Xandar. That would be a heck of a read if he does that. Okay, he's playing 2 cards to Monster Island. Hobgoblin. Nova. Not enough.
Victory.
Alright, climbing out of the pit that I dug for myself. Though most of it was just testing out different decks, as I haven't really found one that I really like given my limited options in my collection. I may play Storm on Wakandan Embassy. Yeah, I think I will.
Wind, aid my hand.
I can move Vision to flooding later if I need to. Or pull something away with Magneto. So my opponent played a 4-drop there. Zabu. Okay. And I'll go ahead and play Vision, and he'll get the +2 from Stark Tower. And then it'll be Magneto to Clintar most likely. Pull Bishop and Zabu away. Okay, Magic. Still don't really know what he's playing. Can't Enchantress the Zabu. I guess that's why he played it to Flooded. I'll just play Enchantress to Limbo here. Well, that removes the option of Magneto. I have initiative, so I cannot Shang-Chi his Bishop. I can move Vision over there. Up 23-10 here. Could just play Nova Deathlock 4, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'll be up 9. He can only play 2 cards, so Bishop's not going to get too big. He could play a 3-drop There's some 3-drops he could play that would be a problem. Let's see, 6, 7, 8. So I don't think I need to move vision. Let's leave vision there and just buff everyone. I'll be at 8. Should be good. Ooh, Absorbing Man does the trick. But if I had moved vision over, I would have lost. So I counted for the Silver Surfer, couldn't account for the Absorbing Man. If I had moved vision over and played Magneto, I think I would have won. I was thinking I didn't want to do that because I was afraid of moving more power to the location that I could handle, but I should have realized my opponent had nowhere to play cards but there, and he would fill up his side of the location, and therefore I could play Magneto consequence free. So if I had moved vision and played Magneto, I would have won. Well, Angela on Atalan is not very good now. We both storm.
Aid my hand. Wind, aid my hand.
Move vision over, play Magneto, moves the storm. 8, 9. He plays a 3 and buffs it with Silver Surfer, so it'll be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'd probably lose in any case here. Oh, wow. I guess he didn't have Surfer. I was getting ready to retreat myself. I'm still learning the control deck, so I will make mistakes. Like in the game where I should have played Magneto. Mindscape, my least favorite location. Well, vision will be good for Luke's bar, so let's see how strong a lane I can build at Mindscape. Fortunately, I'm going to be handing over Magneto, Carnage, Nova, and Shang-Chi to my opponent. Let's see what he gives me. So I guess I just play Brood Juggernaut. This pressure's everywhere. Oh no, he's blocking my on reveal, so that's no good. Brood is +4. Surfer buffs him a little bit. Don't want that one. Don't really want Killmonger either. Juggernaut is risky. Maybe it is Juggernaut. Depends on what he plays in terms of how risky this is. Would like to punch whatever he plays over to Mojo World. Okay, well.
Victory.
Maybe he forgot about Cosmo, I don't know. If he had played Magneto to mid, would I have been okay? Not sure. I escaped the Mindscape game with 2 cubes, so I'm happy. The more I've thought about it, the more I've come to the conclusion that when the card pool is limited, control is really the only way to go, because the counter cards are available mostly in pool 2. So you can build a decent counter disruption deck with a limited card pool. I'm going to leave Onslaught Citadel open and leave the effect active because I have Enchantress in hand. And so if my opponent tries to take advantage of that, unless he plays Cosmo to protect it, I should be able to Enchantress him. So I'll go Storm Jessica Jones, and then I just need to worry about building a second lane somewhere. Oh, sorry, my opponent didn't realize I had an ended turn. Okay, so he snapped because he has Psylocke into Mr. Negative. Magneto will help me build a second lane. I can't vision on turn 5 because of Dream Dimension. Oh.
Victory.
Wait, he snapped and then... Did he forget about Dream Dimension? Oh well. I'll take it. I will take it. Maybe he was planning on playing Black Panther there, but then the Dream Dimension ruined the plan. My opponent AFK. Okay, so Shang-Chi will be very helpful against Monster Island. I just have to build another lane somewhere. It could be Angela. Okay, he plays Mojo there. So if I turn off that lane with Storm, it'll prevent him from ever building a bigger lane there. Alternately, I could give up that lane and concentrate, play Storm on Necrotia. But given that Angela's already there, I'm gonna try this Wakandan Embassy plan.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay, well, the play here has to be Shang-Chi. Ahead of schedule, but that's okay. Don't see Quake too often. I guess it is decent Storm counter. If you see a lot of Storm. It's very random though.
Wind,
Now he's playing
aid
Storm,
my
so I do
hand.
get the flooding location in the end. On this turn I can play a very strong Bucky Deathlock. And I have Killmonger Nova on Necrotia at the end. So I think this is where the snap. My opponent has Vision, sure. But I'm up by more than 7 at each location. And I'll be pressuring Necrotia with +2, 4, 5, so I'll be at 7. Okay. Okay.
Victory.
Going well with this deck. I would love to have Arrow for it. And hopefully soon, though. I know Arrow is getting nerfed from 5.8 to 5.7, though. I don't think that significantly affects her unless it's like an Arrow and leader deck. Interesting. You can't play here after turn 4. After turn 4, move all cards one location to the right. That is a challenge. So I may turn that off with Storm. Or can I build a strong Bifrost lane?
Opponent snapped.
My opponent likes it. Interesting. Let's turn it off with Storm. He's just gonna put power in Sunspot. Oh, that isn't actually the location I wanted to turn off. Because that's redundant. Whoops. That was a mistake. I wanted to turn off Bifrost. I don't know why I played Storm to flooding or to kill, and this my brain spazzed out, I guess. Well, I'm probably going to be conceding, but I'm already in for 2 cubes, so I might as well play for another turn, right? But I can't play Vision now after this. No, I can't, of course, because I just have 3 cards there. I don't know what my opponent's plan here is. Gonna put all power into Sunspot, and then I also could have saved Storm for Luke's bar at the end and used Vision to win kill. And I played this game so bad. Yikes. So my opponent just plays just play Infinite. Let's say he goes up 36 to 7, 13, 20. He'll be up 16, yeah. I played that game really, really, really bad.
Escaped.
I could have easily won that. Part of learning the deck. So I can get copies of Nova for free. Don't mind if I do. And I think I like to turn off Negative Zone.
Wind, aid my
Opponent's playing
hand.
Patriot, and clearly he plans on playing more than one Patriot.
Opponent snapped.
Interesting. I'm gonna play Carnage here. And a Nova to Morag. It's not much. Okay, opponent played another Patriot. I think the play here is Vision. And hopefully my opponent plays like Blue Marvel to Cloning Vats or something like that. This is curious. Be up 11 to 3. He'll move Nightcrawler and he'll play something else. I think what I want to do is play Enchantress and Bucky. So if his plan is to play something small to Morag and get Patriot buffs. Oh, it's not something small. Okay, yeah, I lost. He had a good play in mind for that. So if I had moved Vision to Morag instead and played the Bucky to Flooded, I would have been at 5 there. No, I still would have lost. Yeah, that was just a game that I should have backed out of. So I'd say I'm down at least 8 cubes where I should have been. At least, if I had played better. I think I have to play Nova here in a TVA game. Get Angela out before popping the Nova. Squirrel Girl actually is not so good at Necrotia. So Deathlock here and then Bucky Carnage. Ah, that ruins the Bucky Carnage. My best play is actually Shang-Chi here. It's a Mojo World. Oh, okay.
Victory.
Yeah, I think I had a pretty good chance of winning. No need to play anything yet, and nothing really to play. I don't mind if I get a rock from Eternity range, because I can eat it with Carnage, so hopefully my opponent plays something there and gives me a rock, which will buff Carnage.
Aid my hand.
I have Vision to move to Flooding later. So we'll play Carnage, Angela. And I can also move White Queen away with Magneto, though now my opponent knows I have that.
Clear for takeoff.
I have a lot of counterplay options here. Killmonger, Nova, Magneto. Magneto doesn't really mind being leeched. Just play him to Eternity range. Only up by 3 there. I think my opponent's probably playing like Leader Leech Leader. So this beats Leader. I think. Oh, it loses by 1. No. If Leader was nerfed, would I have won? We would have tied if Leader had his nerf already. I counted wrong. I have played very bad in this session. Nonetheless, have climbed a little bit. And learning lots about the deck and about playing counter decks in general, which is not a style of play I usually like that much. I'll include some counter cards in decks, but I prefer to play combo or strength decks and counterplay. This is something I'm learning. I don't have any cards with no abilities, so I won't build my lane there. Winter Soldier has no abilities, so if I find a way to destroy him, I can play him there. So we'll turn off Washington, D.C. and play Jessica Jones there. Oh, that's actually helpful.
Wind, aid my hand.
That'll add an additional 4 power to the lane. Crossbones, sure. So we'll tie there. Except that I can pull his cards away with Magneto. If there's any spaces available to do so, and it is unlikely that there will be. So I would love to draw Nova here, which would give me the win if flooded. Otherwise, I may not win. White Queen will steal Magneto, which can move Jessica Jones and Storm away from flooded. Not anymore. That is really good for me. My opponent cannot play any cards. Yep.
Victory.
Okay. Well, Grand Central turned a loss into a win. None of these lanes are to my liking so far. Let's hope for the best at option number 3. Nope, that's worse. Gonna turn that off. Or I'll just lose the lane without playing anything else there. Well, even if I played other things there, I would just lose the lane. See where my opponent wants to play. I don't have a real good follow-up to play at Jotunheim right now. And my opponent probably will contest because we don't have good options to play at things other places.
Wind, aid my hand.
If I play Nova Carnage there, it becomes a 9 power card. It wastes Angela. No, it becomes a Yeah, it becomes a 9 power card. That adds 5 power. I could also play Shang-Chi, which adds 5 power, and Shang-Chi is unlikely to get any other value in the game because Silver Surfer or possibly Patriot decks don't typically run anything that can be Shang-Chi'd. So, go ahead and play Shang-Chi there. So my opponent's going to concede the location. I will concede Danger Room. Magneto likely won't be very useful unless it seems like my opponent's going to fill up negative zone. This gets me off to a strong start. It's 5 cost for 11 power. -3, -3. So the fact that it's 2 cards instead of 1 does hurt me. Does Magneto pull randomly, or does he pull in the order they were played? Because that would be Brood and a Broodling. I think it's in the order that they were played. My opponent is not wanting to play a lot of cards to negative zone as they will all be -3. He plays Sarah. Sure. Well, he will certainly play a bunch of cards to negative zone here, so I think Magneto is free. Okay.
Victory.
That's a good place to end the video, so I easily could have been up at rank 67 instead of 66 if I played better. But it's all part of learning a deck that I'm not very familiar with, and I liked how the deck performed, and I do think that a counter deck is the way to go with a limited collection. Because the counter cards, Killmonger, Shang-Chi, Enchantress, are all acquired in Pool 2 or Pool 1, and therefore can be played with a limited collection, and Vision is as well. Magneto is the only Pool 3 card. Magneto could easily be swapped for Arrow. If I had Arrow, I would play it. Don't know what I would remove though. There's not a lot of extra space. Vision's pretty important to reaching hard to reach locations. But anyway, thank you for watching.